buy some time right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Let's go, team. It's going to be another day on this. It's going to be a
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Ryan Switzer. And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And the Raven first down.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
They're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front. Allowed the secondary to get home.
At the 31-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now this time he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On play action, they'll throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Now Gordon on first down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Alert.
From the 31, Wilson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. That's complete right around the 8. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Cincinnati Bengals.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score, Ravens 7, Bengals 0.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
On Austin on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 11. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They go play action here on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Ravens.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson looking left side. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Wilson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Chase Young What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. The throw over the middle, taken in. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. To throw is Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he is all the way up past the 25.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eluding the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this with all the way down inside the 20. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will extend their lead. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Now Wilson on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
34-yard line.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. John Brown, 34 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game.
For the point after.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Samuel on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Brings up 2nd and
throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Switzer on the return. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And that'll bring up second down.
At the 24-yard line.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
The score, Ravens 24, Bengals 21. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
A gain of 20.
A good pickup there, a 22.
Ravens.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 9 now. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now they try the right side here. There he goes, right side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. 24 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Ravens 31, Bengals 21. Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
The 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Ebron with it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Wilson.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
We've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They try to get the big one downfield. but came up empty.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Bengals drive about to get going. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. This is caught at the 20. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. A big play there for Cincinnati. 46 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
At the Ravens' 15-yard line.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st down, Ravens.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down. Just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Jalen Mills on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at their 49.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line.
And a Raven first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from...